human nature.
Oh, you're recording! Oh! Okay. Yeah, that is what it was.
That's what it was.
No, yeah. Scarecrows, aliens, the Doctor not knowing he's the Doctor.
John Smith.
Yeah.
All those times he's pretended.
Yeah, well.
And now it's real.
It's not even like he's been practicing, because he doesn't, like, yeah. Yeah, and we left with quite the ending as well.
The choice.
Yes, the classic cliffhanger. So let's find out
who will
who
choose.
chooses, yeah. But first, yeah, and more chameleon technology.
I don't think it's manufactured by Chameleon Tours.
No, like Chameleon Circuit.
Yes.
You know, is
maybe that's where they built those components from, the chameleon technology.
Yeah, is that a thing on Gallifrey or? I love that. It's like, well, what do you expect me to say? Yeah.
Make your decision, Mr. Smith.
Ah. Oh.
One more move.
Okay then.
Get everyone out. There's a door at the side. It's over there.
But is he still now?
Do it, Mr. Smith. Outside.
Yeah, I mean he opened the watch, so it looked like something happened.
He did it before and nothing happened, but it was just like a little bit escaping for a second, but closed it again.
Not enough to restore the Doctor.
Don't just stand there, move. God, you're rubbish as a human. So, go to the west. Find out what she was keeping secret.
Soldiers!
Just generally west. America! I found it!
It's not the Great War yet.
Murder on our own soil?
I saw it.
As if.
What do you know of next year?
You're not making sense, mate.
1914. Sir,
Yes, here we go.
the family has travelled far and wide,
The bullets ran out and I will go back there tomorrow for king and country.
etc., etc.
Ooh.
Maybe you'll follow Martha's advice next time.
Yeah, the mention of the war stuff's kind of changed how I see it, almost. Yeah. I'm surprised most of the hay's not falling out.
Yeah, well, like you said, he's ever so good at science.
Yeah, this music, I don't know, I don't know how appropriate it is.
She just looks like a witch. An alien means not from abroad, I take it. The man you call John Smith, he was
Opens the
born
watch and he
in another
becomes
world. A different
French.
species. Yeah.
His TARDIS. The Doctor can't escape.
Oh wow, that's definitely
You
found.
were armoured to do quite.
Oh yes.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
You filthy coward!
Oh yes, sir, every time.
So he'll become a timer.
He became the Doctor.
Maybe.
Who let a girl in the school?
Keep away.
Oh. What? Oh! Yes, this. No one can stand to see the Rachnos dying.
Yeah, they specifically went for the most dramatic
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah. The Doctor's darkest moment. And now we've got World War 0.5, I guess.
They're just scarecrows, but it's the symbolism, isn't it?
Yeah.
Take my hand.
So funny.
There you go.
That's what you get for not
That's
following Martha's advice.
Any of you really?
Oh! Okay. So they're really not dead then. He always does that at the perfect moments.
He knows. He
Yeah.
has that sense.
Oh, okay.
And it's also telling him what to do, right? The watch. And
Okay. That makes sense then. Ah!
never seen it in my life.
Do you remember its name?
The sketchbook, though. Like,
He's not physically seen it.
Uh,
But you wrote about it.
yeah, exactly.
I'm just a story.
How right. No.
If you're wrong, everyone.
Another family.
Hello?
Another evil family.
What if it's them? I'm not an expert, but I don't think scarecrows knock.
There's 4 human, like figuresque people. So, anyway,
I brought you this.
it's not.
No, it's one of the best people that could have turned up.
It's literally the one person that you would want to turn up.
Yeah. I guess. Oh gosh, yep. They really have brought the wall forward. Forward or back?
Just an extra synaptic engram causing.
Like. Well, I mean.
Did you see me?
And it would work out if it wasn't for the whole Doctor Who thing. Yeah, it would have just been an ordinary kind of relationship.
Then forget. Just
Oh! What?
make me John Smith. It's not like I had any control over it.
Just
Oh.
make himself human.
I think that saved your life.
Oh!
It's empty.
Ah,
You tell me.
all the memories are used up.
Oh, I think the explanation might be you've been fooled by a simple olfactory misdirection. A little bit like ventriloquism of the nose. It's an elementary trick in some parts of the galaxy. But it's got to be said.
Who's
I
this?
don't like the look of that hydrochronometer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised they didn't call him out. Ooh. Oh.
You wrapped my father in unbreakable chains forged in the heart of a dwarf star.
By some definition.
And see something move behind you just for a second. That's her. That's
Good to
all
know.
this.
Now
Bear that in mind.
That's
Yeah.
for me. Doctor put me to work, standing over the fields of England
Oh.
as their protector. So the doctor made sure that we did.
Please come.
Yeah, I think there's too many complications
John Smith is dead, and you look like him.
summed up in that.
Would anyone here have died?
Right then. Put the bend
Yeah, that was that.
Actually,
That was just
on.
another
Moved on.
thing.
if you want, I could go and...
Time moved
That's
on.
what he's like.
Yeah.
Honoured if you take this.
Ah. Yeah, it doesn't do anything, so.
What if you need to become
Look
human
after
again?
yourself.
Maybe we've learned our lesson now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, hopefully there won't be like a chase like that. Yeah. Ah. There it goes once more. Oh!
June 1940.
This episode's done that to you like 4 times.
To the right!
Ah.
That's it, we've survived the war. We've done it.
Yeah. Might be a little bit more left.
This is like day 2.
Oh,
4 years.
No.
Staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faith.
Is that meant to be Tim?
We will remember them.
Ah. Yeah.
I'm sorry that I have to cut off that really emotional and poignant ending.
And then what happens in the next episode?
Yeah. This is called The Family of Blood.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Gosh. Yeah, the story was here.
This is where most of
This
it
is
was.
where most of it was. It was my theory about most of the two-parters. Oh, very overwhelming. Yeah, it really goes... Yeah, it really goes deep into some things. It goes a lot more into the whole Doctor not being the Doctor than I expected.
Yeah, right.
The fact that he's got to confront... That John Smith has to realise that his existence is nothing. Like
Yeah.
it's... Yeah, very...
This is the ultimate existential crisis.
Yeah.
It's like a literal one.
Yes, it is. And also, they actually do bring up some things related to World War One,
the war themes.
which, as I said, changed the way that I saw the pupils.
I think Martha is the standout of the two-parter for me. I know David Tennant does very, very well as John Smith, and I believe he may have won some kind of award for this. He does very, very well.
Okay, sure, I can see that.
But it's Martha, I think, that stands out.
Yeah, Martha gets some moments, and her theme is used a lot as well in different ways, which I really liked. Yes, yeah, she finally gets through to John Smith and convinces him of what needs to happen, I suppose.
Yeah, I think it's similar. I haven't read the book in ages, but
oh yeah, this is a book.
Again, the character that John Smith falls in love with is called Joan. So there are a lot of parallels with that, but I forget how that ends. If you know what I mean.
Well,
it's very similar though.
But it's still really good, and it's still and it does work well, I think, for Martha's character as well. You wouldn't know. Exactly. I was just gonna say you wouldn't know if this was based on something else. Yeah.
I will say though, I think the whole premise of why he chooses to become human and all of that stuff is kind of flawed. Because why wouldn't he do any of that dramatic punishment into a collapsing star? Why wouldn't he just do that in the first place? Well, he said he was being kind, but he ended up just killing a bunch of people. And I don't know, maybe it showed the Doctor's lack of thinking about it.
Well, yeah.
Which maybe, but I don't know. It doesn't make you like the Doctor.
That is actually kind of weird, yeah. And especially since they show when he killed all the Arachnos as well. It's he's doing something like that on a smaller scale again.
Right, yeah. Exactly. And the whole thing where he had changed back into the Doctor and was doing that trick to make them think that he was still human.
Well, that's a good reveal.
Could he not have done that in the first place as well?
Well, no, because
I feel like there was so many things that you could have done.
Well, the family kind of had him on the run, and I guess he needed to.
He thought
find a way to kind of shelter for a bit.
Yeah, instead of just tricking them, he thought I'll become human and put this entire society at risk.
Okay, I can kind of see the cracks in it a little bit, but
I think there's some cracks.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. It makes for a good concept, kind of as you're watching this two-parter.
It's a nitpick for sure. It's a very small nitpick that I was just like...
A nitpick that questions the entire validity of the story.
It's unfortunate that, isn't it?
Again, I wouldn't have really thought about that much if you hadn't brought it up, but at the same time, it is worth bringing up. So, yeah. But in the moment, it is entertaining.
Yeah.
The scene, each scene is kind of really engrossing to watch. So... It has that going for it. Yeah, it definitely hits the kind of emotional points as well.
Yeah,
at times
it doesn't feel good. It kind of feels good to have the Doctor back again when he's doing that, being funny on the ship and saying, "Oh, I don't like that."
The Doctor's the main character.
Of course, but after that, and when he's talking to Joan, you kind of think, actually, I'm not sure I'm glad to have him back.
You mean Redford, not Joan?
Yes, I mean Joan.
Oh yeah, her name's Jen, right? Yeah. Okay. I got confused because you're talking about the book and yeah, I don't know.
They're called Jen in both.
Yeah.
So the scene where they have all like the flash forward of what their life would have been like.
Yeah. That
have you
thing.
seen? Is it Last Temptation of the Christ?
Yeah.
I believe that it's an homage, if you like, to that.
Okay.
And
sure.
like again, there's a religious aspect to this storyline, kind of tying religion and war. If you notice during the scene where they're all shooting all the scarecrows, there's a hymn going. There's hymns going throughout.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. So that was a thing. Okay. Sure. I can kind of see that.
So in another way, it's another episode this season of comparing the Doctor with a godlike entity, which we had in Gridlock as well.
That's true.
So for me, that is kind of a theme of this season. Is the Doctor a god?
Yeah, and of course that. Oh my gosh! Again, that would tie into the whole. Yeah, the effect of the Doctor choosing to go to do the whole human thing, resulting in all that carnage. So yes, that makes that makes sense.
Yeah. It's a theme in Paul Cornell's writing. Father's Day as well. Set in a church.
Of course. So I was trying to think what other ones.
I don't know if he is a religious person, but certainly
he certainly has a view on it.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like watching different works by the same writer and seeing the common themes.
Yeah, that is good. It's like their body of work.
Yeah.
So like when you know you're watching a story by someone, you know it's got that signature. Well, are we looking out for that more then? If Paul Cornell's doing any more?
No.
No?
This was in fact Paul Cornell's last one.
Oh.
He I don't know if he still writes any Doctor Who, but he certainly did like more work in comics and books and things like that.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen more because I definitely think this kind of two-parter represents him doing good stuff.
There were less references to other Doctor Who episodes. I kind of feel I feel like the first part, like you said, was kind of just buying time for this part. with a lot of references to other things. Yeah,
that's true. Well, Oh, I did it very early.
That's alright. It's not because if I could had time to change my answer based on what you said. 8 from me, 7.5 from you. So that is a step up.
Yes, it is. Yes, and almost the same score.
Yeah. I gave both parts an 8.
You did.
Yeah,
you did. Again, it kind of it makes you think about how do you view a two-parter when the second part has more of it. I can imagine like putting them together, and have it just be one big episode. Maybe then that would make things a bit different.
Do you think that would be better off for it?
Well, possibly, because instead of viewing that first part just as one thing, but it is one episode. That's just how it is.
I think having the cliffhanger in it makes you it gives you time to think about what's happened. Yeah, it gives you a nice break and it makes you excited for what's to come. I think possibly you would have to write it differently if it was a whole thing. You wouldn't put a cliffhanger like that right in the middle.
No.
I would halfway through I'd be like, this is too long, I'm leaving. And because there was nothing there necessarily to bring me back again, I might not even come back to it. I have a very short attention span. I find it very difficult to watch movies, especially when they're longer than an hour and a half.
Yes, you've talked about this before.
And a lot of them these days are. In fact, a lot of older films are as well.
Yeah, I don't think I have that problem really. I'm not like that. I can watch longer things, but no, the point.
I can, but it has to be so good.
Sure. Nah, I think actually you're right. This fine as it is, even if the first part has less of the goodness that is in the next part. But no, good stuff. Yeah, good stuff.
A very emotional episode. One of the most, I think, right?
I mean, yes, it definitely goes really, for that.
And actually, again, I think that's possibly one of the reasons why I don't like it, because although there would have been a week between watching it, you know, the Doctor and John Smith and Joan, they kind of first really started talking to each other properly the day before, and this was the night of the dance.
Yes,
it's one
true.
day.
That's also true. It's a one day romance.
So I find it hard to believe that she's so emotional about it. But no, maybe, I don't know. She's talking about how she lost her husband and everything like that. But
yeah, I mean, wait, no, they didn't meet for the first time at all. They'd been working together for as long as
3 months.
3 months. Well, yeah, you know.
But he only asked her to the dance that the night before, and they first started calling each other by their first name one day before. Okay. So you know,
sure. I don't know.
Again, 1913 is a different world. But again,
in the moment, it's in the moment it gets you kind of, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But yeah, again, no, that is actually kind of interesting to think about. Yeah, is the logistics of that. Yeah. Right,
I think we're done.
Yeah. We'll see you next time for whatever next time is. Outro.
Outro.